was a time us blokes still knew how to treat a lady, right? I mean, you give up your seat on a bus, walked on the outside down the street, and you wouldn't have dreamt of cussing and blinding in mixed company. And if a geezer got the urge, well, there was a right and proper way, wasn't there, of setting about. The pursuit of courtly love.
Thus causing lacerations and contusions to the nether portions of my person. Also damage to the sum of £3.17 and sixpence halfpenny to an item of police property, to wit, one Phillips upright bicycle. After administering first aid to the defendant and to myself, I then charged him with failing to stop at the halt sign at junction of Webley Street and Witherspoon Road, at which he said, "There's broken spokes up me jacksie and the tanners with the new ball bearings gone down the drain like ghoulies in a knacker's yard."
Surprised you're not bringing a charge for the damage done to your bicycle, Constable Speedworth.
Well, ma'am, young Terps, that is the defendant, he fixed up the old crate good as new. Dab hand with bikes, he is.
Nice of you to say so, Speedy.
Have you anything to say, Turpin?
I can have that. Shouldn't be about rights. And you all Speedy be lurking having a crafty spit in a draw. A daft wee game we play. Me pretend I'll forget to stop and him thinking he'll catch me for it one day when I had one too many. He's always there that time of Sunday. Och, I'd only had the usual 7 or 8 and I'm coming along careful as you like. Then I see someone I know acting kind of suspicious, peering through binoculars.
Oh! You really got it this time,
If it hadn't been for that.
I've had the doubtful pleasure of listening to your elaborate fictions many a time and oft, Turpin. Fined 15 shillings. Next.
Hello there, dishmop. What, this for $1?
You again, Terps. Ain't you got nothing better to do with your wages? Beer, bite parts of the fires, that's shoe.
That's a man's world. Sure, man, come back here then, hen.
Oh, Johnny, nah. I shan't never see him no more. Not now.
Shame.
You still going out with Puddin'? Don't see you down the Pally Saturday nights.
Oh, well, me and Puddin' don't get about too much. She comes round to the bike shed when I'm not with a lad, you can.
Yeah, I can guess. All crankshaft and bull race, you. Always was.
Tell you what, have a drink with us Sunday dinner time. All the women over there planning to ease up for Big Jim and Glad, the silver wedding.
Oh, all right. Oh, I don't mind if I do.
See you, hen.
Yeah. And mind what you do with your oil can.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Perkins. Didn't see you there.
That's all right, Mr. Turpin.
I'm away to work. Sorry I had to have time off.
Less than an hour. I needn't stop you anything.
Oh, ta.
In fact, if you'll allow me, I'd like to pay your fine.
What's this, Anita?
Well, I'm obliged. You didn't mention my name in court just now, that's all. Wouldn't do. A man in my position.
I'm no grass.
Not, of course, that I had nothing to be guilty about.
Oh, I never thought you.
It's only doing a bit of bird watching with them bins, you know.
Oh, I never entered my head.
Nothing else. Just a load of ducks and sparrows and that. Give you a lift? Yeah, just thrushes and hawks and them eagles.
Shake you rigid, wouldn't it? You only knew sometimes the out-and-out amazing things going on just round the corner. You might be knocking off for a bit of a blow, say, like normal. But everything ain't normal. In fact, it's all going haywire. Any minute now, you're going to get knocked flying by some right turn-up you'd never have credited, and your life just ain't going to be the same.
Day like today. Makes you want to go tra-la-la like the bleeding birds, doesn't it?
And the work's all coming along very nicely, gentlemen. I shall permit you all extra 10 minutes.
Blimey. What's making the sunshine out of his bum all of a sudden?
There's worse. He's just paid for my fine. Look.
That can't be right. Can it?
Bad sign when Gaffer's that kind. Time to watch out.
World's coming to an end.
What do you reckon, Jim?
Only one way to account for it. Silly snots in love. Suppose we'll get used to it. After a while.
Sure gives you the creeps, though.
Goes against nature. Aye. Sergeant Major we had, in Battle of Arras, he started acting like a lovesick swain. Give away his baccy to us, let us read his letters. Oh. And then he kissed a dead horse on the backside with a soppy grin on his face. My mate, Jimmy Oldroyd, he couldn't stand it no more. Went over at top, got his head blowed off. No good will come of this, you mark my words.
So what's to do with this money, then?
Aye, it's tainted.
Drink yourselves with it.
Eh?
Haven't I always told you Mr. Perkins is a very nice gentleman underneath his skin? It's all his responsibilities weigh him down.
What?
What? Cares of office, like?
Lonely at the top of the heap. Only human like the rest of us. He'd respond to a bit of kindness and friendliness. All of us get on better. Very pleasant it could be.
Bit of cooperation, like. Mutual.
Worth a go, isn't it? So we'll have a second brew up, young Nimrod, seeing as how Mr. Perkins has very kindly given us a bit of extra time.
Oh, just look at that. Just the sort what would appreciate some suavity. Boom, 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 boom. Be begging for it in another week or two.
What are you in?
You still driving that old bike, then? Who are you calling an old bike? You're Johnny not back, then? No, not him. Terpstry all right, then, do he? Chocolates now and again, as well as Vale Brothers. All his spare money goes on fines, though.
No, he's lovely. Anyway, that fine got paid for him, didn't it?
Aye, for the gaffer. Wonderful strange, that. Talk the devil.
Here, I knows him. That's not your boss, is it?
Aye, some people have all their luck.
What do you mean, you knows him?
Well, not to speak to. I've seen him at the Palais.
Perkins, not Perkins dancing.
Yeah, always enough fancy himself, too. Prancing about with the old boilers, learning how to do the rumba.
Ah, now I know he's gone do lolly.
No, mate, he's on the turn, isn't he? Always enough to have up flashes when the jiving starts.
What do you mean?
Well... Front row froth coming out his ears every time he gets a flash.
Oh, you're really terrible.
I need my pint after that little lot.
25 years married. Ought to be a special medal.
You're not kidding.
Worked it out. 5,000 pairs of smelly socks I've washed.
Warm your ears out, nagging. You've heavy ears the size of elephants.
No, it's got to be all nice and romantic. Oh, it'll be ever so lovely. Just like in that picture. Love must last.
Go, she's off.
So I'll ice the cake Friday night, right, Glad? Then we'll decorate the hall and cut out the sandwiches Saturday morning. Have our hair done in the afternoon.
Oh, lavy brush on my head wouldn't notice him.
Da-dun, 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 da-da-da, make way for the Tanga Queen. We all have the usual. Perkins paying this one. Been saving it special.
Here, seen your picture in the paper? Nice cup you won.
Yeah. Takes two to tango, though, doesn't it?
Ain't he come home yet, then?
No.
Men need teaching a lesson. Treating women the way they do sometimes.
My chick's always been a prince on a white horse.
My Terp's only got a black bike.
Well, Jim's all right. I wouldn't wander, I'll say that.
Of course, you know what's happening. Word gets round, woman on her own.
Every round it goes, give comes sniffing.
Like that Perkins, for one. Gets up the pally on a Saturday night, doesn't he, just to get an eyeful?
Perkins, you say?
Yeah, I'm getting the butchers up her skirt. Oh, he'll be getting his hand up next thing, you see.
I always did say he was a dirty old man.
So you've got it right, Jim. Dishmop treats him to a quick flash, and the glad eye knowing her, so Perkins reckons he'll be in.
Perkins. Effing disgrace, if you ask me. Pregnant women left on their own, the filthy old schnurd. He needs fixing. I calls on Figaro.
Right. One call on Figaro. Nay. Hold hard, lads. Let's not be hasty. Well, it strikes me she's the sort can look after herself, tough as old boots. And all the while she's got him guessing, we ask you to tidy sight easier, don't we? See what I mean? While he's acting daft, smitten.
Makes sense.
Right. Get no change out of her. Oh, snowball's chance in hell.
I hadn't thought of it that way.
Right, drink up, courtesy of Mr. Perkins.
See what I mean? What's the point?
There you are. Wasn't I saying? Men.
Well, I'd never have thought.
All as bad as each other.
Just out for what they can get.
Yeah, and we got what they're after, haven't we?
It's disgusting.
There ought to be a law.
I tell you, if they ain't going to do nothing about Perkins, somebody else ought to.
Oh, he's harmless.
No, Glad's right. Somebody ought to. It's up to us.
Us? But what could we do?
Plenty we could do, girl. You've got a bit to learn, you. Sunday, innit? Well, you know, a few pints, roast beef, Yorkshire. Bit of a lie down with the news of the world. Right?
Come on, woman. Can't keep this going forever.
Shan't tell you no more. Not unless you does as I says.
Never known you have an headache of a Sunday afternoon afore.
Sorry, Pet, but Glad said.
It's asking too much.
Well, better than nothing anyway.
You wasn't even supposed to get that, mate. Consider yourself lucky.
Bloody hell. Up in this afternoon then, Hen?
Having a bath, she said, and washing her hair. Right, that settles it. Canvas drawers and a padlock for me till you blokes done what we says.
Blimey. What's it all about, then?
Terrible. Too terrible for young ears, laddie. I'll never give in. Never. Ugh, women. Got to give in. Can't stand it.
It's all right for Ned and Nimrod. But he once forgot what it's like and the other hasn't got the taste yet.
Jim, we'll have to do it.
There'd be no way around it.
Come on, then. Never thought I would have seen it. Can't fathom women.
It's bad enough to suffer him being nice to us. As for this...
Yeah.
Good morning, gents. How nice to see you. What can I do for you?
Mr. Perkins, like this. Seeing as you've been so generous, like, there ain't been any hard feelings lately. Me and the lads and our wives and things. Well, be nice you come up and have a drink with us Saturday night.
It's his silver wedding, see?
Bit of a function, like.
Well, be very nice, but I wouldn't have nobody to bring. Be a wallflower like, so thank you all the same.
There'll be plenty of spare, Mr. Perkins.
Oh, aye, Gracie, they go from the greengrocers.
And the widow Parsons, you know, her with the banjo.
And Dishmop, the tanga queen.
Well, I'll look in to drink your health. Tom.
Hey, Jim. Guess what? Got that Jenny from the corner shop to come with me Saturday night.
You want to stay clear of Scared Son as long as you can. Wish Saturday had never come.
The glamour of them Saturday nights. Clean your shoes, put the creases in your trousers, go after a trip down the barber's, and the thoughts of what you might get lined up. You played your cards about right.
Oh, evening, Mr. Perkins.
Evening, ladies. My word, the mouth will look stunning. The hairdos, like film stars.
Yeah, well, tonight's the night, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Well, see you all later.
You bet. Bye.
Bye.
Thought of it makes you come over all funny, doesn't it?
Oh, it's a shame. Lamb to the slaughter.
Your usual trim, Mr. Perkins.
Now, don't get hacking too much off. What I want is a touch of the Ronald Coleman's. Bring out my best points. Shampoo, trim, singe, scalp massage, pomade. Then you give me a tash of waxing, and we'll finish off with a special 2 of attar of roses. You may now commence.
Well, he's here. I hope you're satisfied.
Well, will be later on.
Evening, Mr. Perkins.
Mr. Crompton.
Help yourself to a drink.
Right, then. Everybody here?
Aye.
Right, it's good to see you all. Evening, Mr. Perkins. Everybody got what they want to drink?
Yes.
Good. Well, the next dance is a lady's invitation. Thank you, Enrico.
I'd like to say, Ma'am, how it's an honour and privilege to be here to drink your health on this auspicious occasion of your silver wedding. Of course, as a bachelor myself, how about a breath of fresh air, then?
Well, that was grand. Now, we all know why we're here tonight. So I'd like to call on Ned to say a few words. Ned.
Oh, aye. Well, it's very grand to see you all here tonight for Jim and Glad's silver wedding. And everybody going to enjoy themselves. I've known Jim and Glad best part of them 25 years. And I think I may say that they're lovely people and I think
I know. A dove signal.
And so it only remains for me to say and to ask the happy couple to cut the cake.
Well, come on, don't hang about.
Where are we going?
You'll see.
Oh, we've got to blow it out.
Jim and Glad.
Jim and Glad.
God bless you, Jim.
God bless.
Speech, eh? Yeah, speech.
Speech.
I'll set with you later, chirps. All right, then. Well, ain't one for getting on my hind legs.
What here?
It's just right. Oh, hurry up.
Didn't have much in my pocket after he'd paid the organist and the old Sky Pilot. But we did have a bit of an honeymoon. A couple of days in Pompey. And after that malarkey was over, came down to live here amongst you good people. Friends we already had, friends we made since. And here we are now. So you all know the rest of the story. So on behalf of Glad and myself, I'd like to say to you all, ta very much.
Thank you, Jim.
Yeah, you sure this is all right?
Of course it is, silly. Here, you take your shoes off while I undo your tie.
I've had my eye on you, you know.
I know you have, Harold. A woman knows these things. I want to do like a nice, mature man.
Oh.
Now, your shirt. Oh, you have got manly shoulders.
Well, they have been admired, yeah.
And you do the rest while I get myself ready for you.
Yeah, no.
I'll just move up a bit. Don't move till I tell you.
I won't. Only hurry up, for God's sake.
Oh, Harold, you're not an impatient one. I can hear your heart thumping away. You ready?
Yeah.
Geez, we done some fair old capers on mush in our time.
Aye.
Never nothing like that, though.
Poor bastard, I almost felt sorry for him.
Ah, women. Don't fight fair. Never have, never will.
Go and have a word in the rear, mate.
No more. I couldn't stand no more.
Oh, Harold, it wasn't our fault rotten to you. I think it's a shame. Nice, handsome, mature fella like you. I bet you know how to treat a lady.
Well, I has had my moments, yeah.
It ain't half been a long time for me.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind?
It all seems so long ago, and them good old times are never going to come back. Water under the bridge, that's it, and all about it. But the laughs we had ain't gonna fade. Not so long as there's nippers around begging you to tell them comical yarns about the likes of Big Jim, Chick, Terps, Old Ned, Young Nimrod, and Harold Perkins. You know, in far-off days of the Figaro Club, before the world turned lax and sour. Ta-ra.